There is a place in the North Atlantic where the water is never still, the Flannan Isles. To the sailors of the 19th century, these 7 rocky peaks were known as the Seven Hunters. They are cold, sharp, and utterly indifferent to human life. In December 1900, 3 men lived on the largest of these rocks. Their job was simple, yet vital: keep the light burning. For 19 days, the light did its job. But on the 20th night, the horizon went dark, and in that darkness, something happened that still haunts the annals of maritime history. On Boxing Day, the relief ship Hesperus arrived. Captain James Harvey blew the ship's whistle, expecting to see a familiar face on the landing platform. He expected a wave, a shout of greeting, but there was only the wind. When Joseph Moore, the relief keeper, stepped onto the island, he felt a foreboding dread. The gate was closed, the entrance door locked. Inside, the air was still and smelled of stale food and wick oil. On the table, a meal of salted mutton and potatoes sat untouched. A chair was pushed back so hard it lay on its side. It looked as if time had simply stopped in the middle of a heartbeat. But the most chilling part of the story wasn't what was missing. It was what was left behind. Joseph Moore found the Lighthouse logbook. The entries from the final days were haunting. December 12th, Thomas wrote, "Severe winds. Never seen such a storm in 20 years. He noted that James, a seasoned sailor, was silent, and Donald, a man known for his strength, was crying. The entries continued like this for days. But here's the part that keeps researchers awake at night. On those exact dates, there were no storms reported in the area. Not by other ships, not by the Coast Guard. The weather was recorded as calm, clear, peaceful. So, what were they terrified of? What storm were they seeing through the windows of the Flannan Lighthouse? Or was the storm not outside, but inside their own minds? The official theory is simple: a rogue wave. A mountain of water that rose from the calm sea, swept over the landing platform, and dragged all three men into the abyss. It explains why a chair was overturned and why one man left his coat behind. He was in a rush to save his friends. But the locals in the Hebrides whisper a different story. They speak of the phantom of the seven hunters. They believe that some places on this earth are not meant for us. That when the light was built, it disturbed something that had been sleeping for centuries. Today, the Flannan Lighthouse is automated. No one lives there anymore. No one eats at that wooden table. But sailors still say that when the mist is thick, you can hear three voices calling out from the waves.